Welcome to our tutorial on the brute force algorithm. Have you ever forgotten a password or a combination lock code, leaving you with no choice but to try every possible number? That's exactly what a brute force algorithm does. It systematically tests all possible solutions until it finds the correct one. So in this tutorial, we'll explore what a brute force algorithm is and how it works, the efficiency and limitations of brute force, and including real-world applications such as password cracking. So to make this more exciting, we will put brute force to the test with a real-life scenario. Imagine this. You and your mother are about to fly abroad, but just as you arrive at the airport, she realizes she left her passport inside a safety deposit box at home. And you only have 5 hours before your flight takes off. So you rush back home, reach the safe, and you don't remember the combination. There's no phone nearby, no way to contact your mother, you're the only one who can solve this problem. So of course, your only option, use a brute force attack to open the safe before time runs out. Here's the brute force methodology, a step-by-step breakdown. So to crack the safe, we will have to, of course, try every possible combination, just like the brute force algorithm does in computing. So first, we will have to understand the possible combinations, and then we will be determining the pin length, and then next is we will be calculating the total possible combinations, and then we iterate through every combination. So next is we will be checking each combination against the target pin, and lastly, we measure the time taken. Even though brute force is inefficient for large problems, it is widely used in cybersecurity for testing password strength, in cryptography for cracking encryption keys, and in AI and problem solving as a benchmark for better algorithms. By the end of this video, you will understand how brute force algorithms work, their efficiency and limitations, and how to implement brute force in real-world scenarios. At the same time, you will understand why strong passwords are crucial for security. Now, let's dive into the actual implementation and see if we can unlock the safe before time runs out.
Hello, I'm Harvey and I'm going to explain how the code works in our program. So, before the actual coding, I first implemented what I learned during our previous sessions in algorithm and complexity. So, it's about having a clear understanding of the problem first and having a clear plan on how to solve it. Basically, the step-by-step procedures for how we'll be coding it. So moving on, before the actual coding, I first commented out my understanding of the problem. So here. So basically, it all boils down to knowing how many possible combinations there are for a digital safe with numbers 0 to 9. So it is safe to assume that the maximum pin length is 10 digits. So additionally, the activity mentions calculating the possible combinations for 2-digit pin, 5-digit pin, 7-digit pin, 9-digit pin, and 10-digit pins. So therefore, the formula that we will be using is 10 raised to n. So I arrived at this formula from Ma'am's hint that a 1-digit pin has 10 possible combinations, which are 0 to 9. Essentially, 10 raised to 1 is equals to 10. So ito ang hint ni Ma'am. So here, yung 1 is actually kung ilang digit pin ang want natin. So for example, 2-digit pin, 10 raised to 2 is equal to 100, and so on and so forth. So going to our plan, I visualized first it, and then going to our plan, I visualized the plan first that I'll do to help me and make it easier for me to code it. So step 1 here, basically, pag get ng input sa user. So how many digit combinations? For example, the user nag-input ng 5. And then using this formula, i-calculate niya, and then magkakaroon tayo ng 100,000 possible combinations. So i-output lang yan naman ay there are yung combination, 100,000 possible combinations, and then yung combination here will be displayed. So step 2, time. So here basically yung time spent ng pag-calculate ng pag-generate ng lahat ng possible combinations ng digital pin na yun. And the last step, which is yung pag-iterate and then pag-display ng all possible combinations. So, ito lang naman yan. So, for example, nag-prompt ulit si program kung ilang digit combinations, and then in-input ni user is 1. So, with this formula, 10 raised to 1, so may 10 possible combinations tayo from 0, 1, up to 9. So, mag-output din siya, or mag-print din naman siya din siya ng these are the combinations blah blah. So basically, these are the there are pala yan. There are 10 possible combinations for a one-digit pin. So moving on sa actual code natin. So we have here two functions and then yung main function natin. So ito lang actually ang minimum requirement ng activity, but we have added another feature which is a pin cracker for drill daw. So yun. So focusing on this function, our combination generation. So we first implemented a try catch. So if ever man na mag-input ang user accidentally ng numbers, I mean letters and such, magre-raise siya ng exception which is yung invalid input, numbers only please. So yun. So here, this is yung digit pin lang naman. Kung ilang digit pin, for example, 1 digit pin, 10 digit pin, 8 digit pin, and such. And then, may condition tayo dito na if ever man na mas mataas sa 10 ang in-input natin, kasi di ba need lang natin ng 10 digit, or yung safe is 0 to 9, 10 digit lang, ay mag-erase siya nito. Only up to 10 digit combinations are allowed. So, going on, ito yung ating formula, which is yung a raised to n. But since alam naman natin na 10, so yung a is 10, and then yung n, yung digit pin, which is yung combi length natin here. And then we have here the time. So this is pag-compute ng actual time, kung ilan ang tinake niya, ilang oras or ilang segundo niya kinalculate yun. So magpiprint siya dito ng combination, kung ilang combination or possible combination yung digit pin na yun. And then we have here the for loop, which is yung pag-iterate lang naman kagaya nito. So kunwari yung combinations natin 10 raised to 1. So 10 raised to 1 is 10 lang naman. So for I in range 10 kasi 10 yun. So mag-iterate siya ng 0 to 9. So kaya natin nalagay ang 0 nung unang pag-try kung kinode, hindi siya sa 0 nagsa-start. So nag-implement tayo ng zfill na function which nag-a-add ng 0 sa unahan. Kino-convert mo na to string and then mag-a-add ng 0 sa unahan para, for example, 1 digit may 0 sa unahan, 2 digit may 0, 0, 0, 1, so on and so forth. And then here, ipiprint niya yung all possible combination which makikita niyo later on sa pag-demo ng ating program. And then here na yung pag-compute ng time spent. So end time, sinet natin. After matapos yung pag-calculate, magkakaroon ng seconds for the end time, and then elapsed time is basically yung ima-minus lang naman natin yung end time minus yung start time para ma-compute natin yung actual time na na-spend here sa pag-calculate yun. And then yun. And going on here sa another feature is which is the pin cracker. So this is the same lang naman here. Mag-i-input lang kung ilang, but dito mag-i-input tayo kung ilang pin ay kung anong pin ang gusto natin i-crack. For example 1, 2, 3. And then since naka string to, i-convert natin, mag-length tayo para malaman natin kung ilang length yun. For example, 1, 2, 3. So, using the length function, ang 1, 2, 3 ay is 3. I mean, 3 ang length niya. So, since 3 ang length niya, 10 raised to 3 is equals to 1,000. So, here, time din naman yan. Pag-start ng time. And then, we have here the function. I mean, the for loop. Kagaya lang naman ito para print natin yung pag-iterate from the start hanggang doon sa actual pin na nakrap na. And then we have here the condition. If yung stopper, which is to, is nag-equal doon sa combination cracker natin, which is kung so basically, basically yung stopper natin here is pag na-meet niya yung guest o yung gustong ipacrack ng user, mag-end na siya and then i-calculate na yung time. So yun lang naman yung logic dun. And then i-print na couldn't handle pag sobrang time na yung spent. So parang hindi na kaya i-handle ni brute force algorithm. And then we have here the main function. Basically pagpili lang naman yan kung ano ang gusto natin. If yung possible combination generation or yung paint cracker, so yun, mag-enter ka lang kung anong gusto mo. If 1, i-call natin yung function ng combination generation. If 2 naman, i-call natin yung function na cracker. And then if 3, mag-exit siya, so bye-bye. And then mag-break ng ating program. And else, if 4 or 5 ang ating input, mag-print siya ng invalid choices. And then, yung try catch din ulit, na if ever man accidentally na-input ng user ang letters, magre-raise siya ng exception na invalid input, highest numbers only. And then, pag-call ng ating main function. So that's it for me. The code explanation, I hope I explained it clearly and that you now have a solid understanding of how the code works. So goodbye until then.
So, hello, I am John Raymond Alba, and in this part of the video, I will be showing you the time results for the combination generation of the code for the all possible combinations of a 2-digit pin combination, 5-digit pin combination, 7-digit, 9-digit, and 10-digit pin combination. And we will also try cracking some pin numbers using brute force. So, let's start running the code. So, under possible combinations, let's try running the 2-digit combination. So in here, we can see that 100 possible combinations were displayed in just 0.02 seconds. Now, how about a 5-digit combination? So let's try. So it takes time for the program to generate all the possible combinations for a 5-digit pin. And the result was this. So it takes 21.48 seconds for a 5-digit combination. So moving on, um, moving on, let's try the 7-digit combination. So uh, I think this will take time, and yeah, this will take time. I think I'm gonna stop recording kasi baka mag-crash din gaya nung nangyari noong Thursday sa computer ni Ivy. So, yun. I'll just turn off the recording muna. So, here, it is almost, oh, it's 9 million na. So, let's wait for more since this is too slow. So, here, we can see that the program took 1,358.89 seconds to identify the 10 million possible combinations for a 7-digit PIN. So, how how many minutes was that? 1358.89 seconds. So it almost took the program 22.633 minutes for it to complete the task of listing all the possible combinations from 000000 to 9999999. So, um, i-clear muna natin yung terminal because feel ko nakakaano siya ng memory. Clear terminal. So, yan. So now, what we're gonna do is to list naman yung 9-digit na combination. So, how how long would it take ba to list all the possible combination for a 9-digit pin? So, let's find out. So, enter. So, I'm gonna stop again this recording since baka talaga mag-crash. Yeah, baka mag-crash siya. So, I'll stop it here and continue ko na lang later. So, ayan. I think after 5 or 6 hours, natapos na din mag-list yung 9-digit pin, yung all possible combinations of a 9-digit pin. So, here we can see that it took 23,648 seconds for it to list all the possible combinations from 00000000 to 999999999. So, almost or 1 billion combinations ang nilist niya. So, that's it. It took very long for it to list that series of numbers. So, now let's proceed dito sa 10-digit pin. Let's know how long it would take naman to list all the possible combinations for a 10-digit pin. So, i-clear muna natin itong terminal since nakakakain to ng storage or memory malamang. Let's clear. Yeah. Now, let's run for combination 10 digit. Yeah. So, let's wait or I'm gonna slip this lang again and see if tapos na siya after I wake up. So, ayan, umaga na and still running pa din yung program which is nasa 3, 3 billion. Yes, nasa 3 billion na siya. So, ayan, continuously running pa din siya at until now. And we'll see kung anong oras ba siya matatapos. So, let's wait for this. I'll be right back later. Ayan. So, ayan. Natapos din after, I think, 13 or 14 hours of generating the 10 billion possible line of combinations for a 10-digit pin. So, sabi dito, it took the program 51,236.28 seconds to list all those possible combinations for this 10-digit pin. So, sobrang tagal po ng listing. So, and that's it for the combination generation for 2-digit, 5-digit, 7-digit, 9-digit, and 10-digit PIN. Now, let's move on sa PIN cracking. So, ang ika-crack na lang natin is from 2-digit to 6-digit kasi sobrang tagal nung higher digits. So, let's try. So, here, let's try running again this program kasi to refresh. Yun. So, let's now try the pin cracker of this program. So, let's first try cracking a 2-digit pin. For example, 89. So, here, pin was cracked. The 89 was cracked in just 0.02 seconds. So, parang same yung kanina na nilist natin yung all possible combination for a 2-digit pin, and it took the program 0.02 seconds. Next naman is a 3-digit pin. So, pin cracker ulit. Let's try cracking 888. So, yan, mas mahaba. So, pin 888 was cracked in 0.87 seconds. So, for that 3-digit pin. So, how about a 4-digit pin? Try 9876. Matagal-tagal. So, matagal-tagal yung 5-digit pin. So, here, the pin was cracked in just 6.71 seconds. So, asahan natin na mas matagal pa siya for a 5-digit pin. So, enter. Pin to crack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enter. So, ayan, it takes it time to list all the possible combinations from 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, it was cracked in just 5.97 seconds. So, and last, yung 6-digit pin, yun na yung last. Kasi napakatagal nung 7 nung last time, di ba? Nag-minutes siya. So, ngayon naman, 6-digit, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last. Ay, ito pala. 2, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's try cracking. Same here, we'll take our time. Pag brute force, it takes it time as it lists all the possible combinations from, depende na din kung if you want to start from the lowest or to the highest. But, normally sa lowest siya nag-start. And, it takes too long, especially if, napakarami or padagdag ng padagdag yung number of digits mo. So, gaya nito, mas matagal-tagal compared dun sa 5-digit. So, let's wait. So, the pen was cracked. So, natapos din. And the pin was cracked. The pin 65421 was cracked in 276.88 seconds. So, yan lang, I guess, for the pin cracking and listing of all the possible combinations for this program. And that would be it.
Now, let's break down the brute force method used in this program and analyze its efficiency, time complexity, and space complexity. In this program, we have two main functions, the CombiGenie function and the cracker function, which both uses brute force method in order to generate all possible combinations for a given pin length or to crack a given pin. Now for the brute force efficiency. To start off, the brute force method is a trial and error approach, and the idea is simple. Try every possible combination until we find the correct one. For the CombiGenie function, we generate all possible combinations for a given length. And for example, if we have a 2-digit pin, the program will generate combinations from 00 to 99, which gives us a total of 100 possibilities. And for the cracker function, we simulate a brute force attack by checking every possible combination until we find the correct pin. And if the correct pin is in the last one, it could take a very long time. However, the brute force method is very inefficient, especially as the number of digits increases. The number of combinations grow exponentially with the length of the pin. For a 10-digit pin, the program has to check 10 billion combinations. That's why it will take a very long time. Now, let's discuss about the time complexity of the program. The time complexity tells us how the program's running time grows as the size of the input increases. For both functions, the time complexity in general is big O of 10 raised to n, where n is the number of digits in the pin. This is because the program has to iterate over every possible combination of the given length n. For the Genie function, it generates all possible combinations based on the given n length. And for the cracker function, it tries every possible combination until it finds the correct pin. In the worst case, for a 10-digit pin, the program would need to check 10 billion combinations. Next, we have space complexity, which tells us how much memory the program needs for it to run. Both functions have space complexity of big O of n, where n is the length of the combination or pin. This is because the program only needs to store one combination at a time. In the CombiGenie function, we generate one combination and print it, then move on to the next combination. Similarly, in the cracker function, we store only one combination at a time as we try to crack the pin. So, even though the program may generate a large number of combinations, it only stores one combination in memory at any given time, resulting in a linear space complexity. To sum it all up, the time complexity for both functions is big O of 10 raised to n, as it checks all possible combinations. And for the space complexity, it is big O of n because only one combination is stored at a time. And in conclusion, while brute force guarantees finding the correct combination, it becomes very slow as the number of digits increases, making it impractical for larger pins.